Live. I do the same thing. I don't know if you ever noticed. I do the same thing every time I say we're live or we're back or we start. Yeah. I always grab the mic every single time like this. like if I didn't prepare already.
And it doesn't do anything
before it started. Yeah.
What's up with you, bro? We fucking episode 30.
Oh, it is 30. Yeah. Damn. That's fucking 30 weeks, man.
At least
we haven't missed 1 week. We haven't missed one podcast.
Hey, if you're watching this right now, hit that subscribe button.
Hit the subscribe button,
playing, bro. Help us out and shit. You know what I'm saying? We're still on the road to monetization. You know what I mean? And yeah, fuck with us, bro. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know what I mean? Every time we post something, somebody's always talking about gems. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, tap in with us, bro. You know what I mean? We trying to hit the charts.
You know what I think is cool though about YouTube that I've always fucked with is like it's free platform. If people fuck with you, all they gotta do is literally like and subscribe, and you can get paid.
That's what I try to.
You know what I'm saying?
I try to explain that to somebody.
It means nothing. Like they don't gotta drop $1.
Yeah, no.
Not even a penny on us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
And we can still both we're talking. You're getting information out of it.
Yeah.
And you get some. Like, a lot of people hit us up. Like, bro, thank you for the bass tips. Thank you for this, and that. Yeah. We're helping you out, and then you help us out by watching it and liking it and subscribing. Yeah. And then we can end up getting money off of it eventually, you know, like we don't do it for money is what I'm saying, but it does. Obviously it's just like you know what I'm saying? We live, you know, and it's just like how it happens. That's why I think YouTube is so fucking sick.
I explained it to somebody not too long ago, or maybe like a while ago. I was like, bro, like YouTube is like, imagine you can upload your own content on Netflix. That's what YouTube is. You know
Pretty much.
Like, bro,
you can do anything. You can upload a movie and shit.
You can do anything you want.
Yeah.
Like and monetize off it as long as it's not some crazy shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, it's like you can upload whatever you want and people can, you know, watch it, and it's like your own Netflix channel. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever heard of that streaming site? It's called Tubi or Tubby or some shit.
I think so.
Yeah, they like they have like a lot of like startup films and stuff like that, and it's like, bro, like some of these are good. You know what I mean? Like, some of those go crazy and shit. Like, you ever seen that? It's like a horror movie, but it's like they did it like on an iPhone, and they went around like Disneyland and shit.
No,
you never seen that?
No,
I think it's called.
I don't think I'm gonna watch it either.
I think it's like it's like some crazy stuff, but they filmed like
it's filmed on it, but it's like edited legit or something.
It's edited legit, but they filmed it on iPhones because you can't take it in there and stuff, and they pretty much just like I can't remember what it's called, but. I was gonna say Forgetting Neverland, but that's like that Michael Jackson shit. Yeah, but it was like it's like something like that, and they filmed it all on iPhones.
That sounds cool, at least.
Yeah, it was legit and stuff, and I think it won like awards because it was like students or something like that. My homie was telling me when I was at the film school. You know, I didn't go to school. For film,
okay,
at the film school, but it was like a big deal and stuff.
Yeah,
but yeah. So hit that subscribe button.
Hit that subscribe button, man. We're about to start doing pods in Disneyland.
You dig? You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. How's everything been with you this week? Everything been cool?
Everything's been good, man. We can maybe talk. We'll probably talk about it in a bit, but I want to start like how we talked about the pod on the earlier, like a few weeks ago. We talked about like goals and shit, right? Like what was that? 2 episodes ago?
Yeah.
And I'm starting to work on releasing all these loop kits. I have like 4 done, and then I'm working on the 5th one.
Okay.
So, yeah, I have 4, but they're not even on my website, right? So I got to upload them all to my website. And then I'm thinking about, like, we talked about it off camera, actually I won't even say on camera because now I know what I'm going to do. So okay, now I'm like, okay. But yeah, so I want to drop loop kits.
Strategic.
I want to drop, like, maybe a loop kit every 2 months.
Okay.
But the 4 that I already had, I'm going to put up right away is what I mean. So I want to drop like 10 loop kits this year.
Okay.
But I already have 4 done. Like another 6 on top of that is what I would do.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe 6, maybe 4 more. So maybe something like that. Because it depends like how busy I get. Because I also want to drop beat tape. I want to make sure me and you have a loop kit out, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So like I want to work on that. I want to work on like obviously albums with all these artists. I want to get more songs with G and more projects hopefully with him, and then I want to branch out with like other producers and still work with the same people. Can't forget about Mike D. Can't forget about Hunger. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of hard. Like you start when you know a good amount of friends and shit like producers. Like you still want to be like in touch with everyone. You know?
Yeah, of course.
And it's like you want to, and then but it was that's like what I'm working on right now is the loop kit pretty much.
Well, I think that's
organizing everything. You know?
No, I feel. I think.
Go ahead. My bad. I want to say one more thing. But
okay.
Like I think the hardest part for me, I'm not even gonna lie, the hardest part has nothing to do with me. It's the cover art.
Oh.
Like I feel like I even went on Fiverr the other day and I was like, let me just get some food to just, bro. Cause I hate, like, I'm not picky about my artwork. Cause it's just a loop kit at the end of the day. Like it could be a picture of anything. You know, it could be a picture of me playing some fake ass chord progression I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know.
C major.
Yeah, and I don't even know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I just play C minor, and then Diamond's looking at me like, bro, that's not even the right triad form. You know, and it's like what?
Yeah,
anyways,
grips, bro. You know, we know what's going on.
Like I want, dude, that'd be funny actually, because I like comedy, right?
Yeah.
And one of my loop kits is called Snapping Necks, and the other one's Cash and Checks, and it's from Step Brothers.
Bet.
Right? So he's Snapping Necks, Cash and Checks, and like I want to do a picture of me sleeping with one of the middies in my bed, and like haven't taken a picture of like me laying down in the bed with my midi, and then I want to. Oh, that's another one I could call it. Don't touch my drumsticks. I can make that like don't touch my drum set. Actually, is what it goes.
Oh,
I'm trying to do Step Brothers references.
Oh, got you.
Anyways, and there's so many tangents I could do with Step Brothers, but
yeah,
I want to do like I'm thinking about cover art like that. You know what I'm saying? Like some funny shit. Like I just fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Like why not make my style like kind of. That sounds kind of weird because like people are gonna think my music's a joke and shit, you know.
Yeah.
Kind of like Kenny Beats and Zach Fox. How like they did that Genius episode.
Yeah.
And they're like, now everyone thinks is my career is like a joke and shit. With Zach Fox talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. But that's just like it puts that personality out there, you know. Like I fuck with comedy like a lot. Like a lot. Like that's my favorite thing.
Gotcha.
Comedy, right? Like I love laughing. I love all that funny shit. So it's like. It's just like and it's a little bit of personality when it comes to me, right? But like my beats, the loops you hear have nothing to do with comedy, but it's just funny that like I'll be in bed like laying down with my keyboard and shit, sleeping. Like that's what I'm gonna have the cover, you know. Have my brother take a picture of me like laying down on the MIDI and shit, and then boom, upload. That's the fucking go on print on my 2007 like desktop and. Put like the name of it and shit, you know, some paint, go on paint and just draw it.
That's legit.
You know, like I don't know, just like some fucking like, cause at the end of the day, who cares what it looks like? It's just what it sounds like. You know, we do beats, we don't do artwork and shit.
No. All right, well, let me intervene for a second.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm talking
for the snapping necks. You know what I'm saying? Snapping necks. All right, imagine this cover art, right? You know what I'm saying? You know how your other one, the ball through the fall one and shit.
Oh,
you know,
okay,
Imagine you in the whip, right? And you got like, you know, it's the convertible. And you know what I'm saying? You got two girls in the back, one girl in the front, but their necks are all turned around. You know what I'm saying? You just cruising.
Oh,
you feel me? It's that snapping necks. You feel me? Very exorcist. You
yeah. So that's your shit. You do the Halloween stuff, dog. I'm gonna do the funny shit. You do like the exorcist shit.
That's funny.
No, but that dude, I can't even.
When I'm just bring it to somebody else and stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Can someone remake that though?
Yeah. No. I'm just saying in general. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Even if you wanted to be in the whip and shit, you know what I'm saying? Snapping necks. What if all the, you know what I'm saying? The ladies, what if their necks are all snapped? You know what I'm saying? You just cruising because this is routine for you. You know what I'm saying? This is a 9 to 5 for you.
Or I could have Trunx playing the drum set and then have it called "Don't Touch My Drum Set."
That's not a bad idea. Oh, yeah, that's not.
Or have like the nuts on the drums. The drum set.
Yeah. No. Don't do that. Also, what I was gonna say is too, one of my little homies and shit. Shout out my little homie Buck. My homie Buck put me on this website. I'll give you to the website after this. I completely forgot about this, but it's like this AI website. You heard of this shit? And it's like a Google search bar, right? I'll tell you the link after this, and I'll probably put the link in the bottom. But actually, I don't know if I'm supposed to because it's kind of like
some underground shit.
It's like some underground shit.
Okay.
And you just write in this Google search bar everything you want in the cover, and like the AI generates it for you.
Okay,
bro.
well that's what I'm doing. That's
dude, it was crazy. Like the other day he came over and I was like, all right, I want a turtles smoking a joint at a loft in LA with a pool with multiple girls in it, and it just generated it.
That we need to do this.
Yeah, and he was doing like anime ones, bro. It was crazy. I couldn't. It took like
It takes a while for it to render out.
It took like at least like I want to say like 3 minutes for it to render out, and there was like different variations, but it's so descriptive. So it'd be like wearing red shoes, and bro, you would pop out with like red shoes and shit. It was
fire.
Gnarly.
That might be my shit then.
Yeah, I've never seen anything done like that, and he was doing it. And I was like, what the hell? But then he put me on game to some other shit, bro.
Okay, see, now we're giving away too much shit, huh?
Dog,
if you want to know, hit up Hungerforce before you get like.
It had me questioning music
dark
after
web
that. Yeah,
shit.
dude, it was some
Oh,
crazy.
that's gonna happen in the future.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah,
AI music.
Yeah. It was, dude. It was nuts, dude. He was like, bring me up some like G-Funk Rose or some shit, bro, and tell me why. Like 5 minutes later, bro, it was playing. And I was
no way.
Whoa. With vocal chops and shit, dog.
This is crazy,
bro. I got chills when he did it.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, what is like? You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's crazy.
It made me second guess certain things. I was like, well, like.
Oh my God, that's what.
Is that
DJ,
what I? Yeah,
that's what DJ Quick was doing.
Nah.
Oh, he was just ahead of the game.
You see, he got the album
Take
coming
something
out.
old
and make it
new, man.
Bro, this thing was making new stuff.
Yeah, see, this is crazy.
This was like Terminator, Skynet, dog. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, like,
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was like you just put it in there and it generates the art for you. But when I wanted to talk to you about the first thing I want to talk to you about, like, you have a lot of loop kits coming out, and like that's gonna be like a big push going towards it. Like, how do you even approach making a loop kit? Like, what's the steps? You know what I'm saying? Because like I've made loop kits in the past, but like you know what I mean? Just talk me through the process and stuff. Because like sometimes like, you know, it'll start with some chords. It'll start with the drum loop.
Yeah.
Do you mute the drums? Is there a lot going on? Does it end up being a beat and you mute the drums and then you put the loop out? Like how do you approach it for everybody that's gonna make like a loop kit? You know what I'm saying? Like
okay,
like the process of how to go about it.
So when my first two loop kits, maybe first 2 or 3 loop kits that I did, they were all old beats that I just muted the drums and exported the actual like melody.
Okay.
Because there's one, and I know maybe people don't like that, and I'm not doing that for my newer ones. But the reason why I did do it back then was because I feel like someone can always create a different bounce than me, right?
Yeah.
Like my bounce is my bounce. The drums that I put on are the drums I put on. You might like a clap, I might like a snare.
Mm-hmm.
Vice versa, rim shot, clap, whatever, right? Snap, it doesn't matter. And it's like you can manipulate the melody however you want, right? You can put gross beat on the key, whatever, right? You can do whatever you want to it. So that's the first that's my first way of my loop kits, right? We're all just old beats that I thought were good. And I thought the melodies were solid, and I put those and I exported those into loops. That was my first 2 or 3 loop kits.
Okay.
Now, I'm starting off. Honestly, now it's because I've been making it again. I feel like I've gotten better than before. Sometimes I'll start off with like a bass line. Like honestly, like it's super weird to me, but I start off with just a metronome, and then I'll just like pull up a random bass, like a bass I've never opened up, like a random preset that I just like never use. And you have your go-tos, right? But I open up like a non-go-to.
Something you never used before.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Or something I rarely use. But and I'll start maybe because I don't really go in planning it out. I just kind of press play. I go to 93 BPM, some random BPM, and then I put the metronome on and just put play. 5 minutes, try to do a funky bass line.
Yeah.
And then after that, I know what key I'm in, so then I just play like some 2 chord progressions, like back and forth, depending on what I was thinking of. And then the chords, I build up the chords. So now I got chords and a bass. Okay. The next thing is like, I might put drums, maybe. Most of the time, just to get another bounce. But most of the time, it's just chords or a bass, or in this case, it's chords, bass, or bass chords, and then a lead, some bells or plucks. And then at that point, I have a pretty good foundation. And then I just kind of, if I have drums, I mute it. And then I would just sit there and be like, and just have the loop playing and just be like, if I add one more sound, is it too much? You know? That's what cause I want also, cause it's hard because it's a hard battle, right? Cause
well, that's why I'm asking.
I know. It's like, do I add more sounds?
Yeah.
Or do I leave it open to the other producer that's going to receive the loop and be like, oh, I want to put the lead there, or I want to put a bells. You know what I'm saying? Like it's it is I'm not a loop maker. I'm not a loop god. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like a beast at this shit. I just do it because I know a lot of people might like my sound, right? But it's that's a little bit of a battle, I think, because whenever I get loop kits or I've used loop kits, I always put my own sounds in too. So I know that's what I like. Yeah, I like loops that are kind of open.
Gotcha.
Where I can fill in my stuff.
Okay.
So it is hard, right? But I don't want to give people my loops are kind of like starters, right? Where it's like it'll get you your idea started and going. You can start putting drums, and you're like, okay, it's almost done. Mm-hmm. And then you add that last lead. You add that last bit of bells or plugs.
Okay.
So I have a mix of that. I have a mix of both of my loop kits. I have loops that are pretty much done, like where you literally don't even gotta add another sound, just put drums.
Yeah. And
then I also have some loops where it's like, okay, there's no lead on this one. Maybe I could put a lead of my own. Okay. Or no bass line. No, I always put bass line. Not gonna lie, I always put bass lines. But I might not. I might just put chords, bass, and a lead, and that's it. I won't put no guitar, no bells, no plucks, no counters, whatever. So it's like,
okay.
I like to put a mix of both. That's why I guess that's my style.
Gotcha.
Because I like to put some open-ended, empty ones in quotation marks. Like for producers, I like to add on some more sounds.
Yeah.
Add in textures, add in their sauce right besides the drums. Yeah. And there's also some loops in there that I have everything. Every single sound is filled up. Yeah. And they're sectioned off for the verse and for the hook.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I've always, even with like my stuff, but like even going forward, like the way I approach it now is like, with all the loops I've done, like I'm kind of approaching it is like whatever the easiest thing that is to play in the loop, I just turn off because I want the person to, whoever has the loop, I want them to do it and feel like really special about it type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So like whatever is easier, if the bass took me an hour to do, you know what I'm saying? The bass is staying, you know what I mean? Right. But the bass took me 5 minutes or 2 minutes or something. It's like, all right, I'll mute that and I'll let them do it because I know they'll be able to catch it and I know it'll be easier.
Damn, that's a hard one too. It's like I've all my loops have bass lines on them, and it's like,
I don't mind. That's another thing too. It's like, okay, here's another question. Like when you get loops, what is something that you look for? Do you look for like the easiest thing?
These are good questions.
That's what I'm saying. Like, are you looking for that bass to be there? Are you looking for like any sort of like room to be creative? Are you looking for a counter melody that you can add? Or are you just looking for just getting straight to the drums and getting nasty?
Honestly, my answer is all of the above. Because one thing for me, right, especially on the West Coast shit, I love a funky ass bass line. Like
for sure.
Like like I always talk about this. I always say the same shit, right, when it comes to bass lines. I like that shit to be bouncy, right?
Yeah.
I like to just move and groove with that shit.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite thing.
Yeah.
So if I hear a bass line on there that's groovy and maybe something that's like out of my, like for example, Diamond, he put some funky ass, he's going like fucking 6 octaves up and down, like, right? And like I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. So
for sure,
like, that's something that I know I can take from Diamond. You know what I'm saying? That, or if he does loop kits, right? Or he does something like that.
No.
So to answer your question, I would say all of the above. I like you know what I do like though? I like I don't know, I like all of it. I don't know. I don't like, because if you send the stems, right?
Yeah.
Or if you have them all stemmed out, whatever, I can mute the lead if I want. I like. Okay, that's my answer. That'll be my answer. I like it with everything because I want to pick and choose what I want from that loop. I might use all of it. I might just use the chords and the bass.
Gotcha.
So I think that's my answer.
Okay, bet.
I like everything, and then I like to be the one to choose. Like, oh, I don't like that. I don't like that bass line, but I like everything else. I'll put my own.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's my answer.
No, same thing too. I'd rather have it all. I think my issue, and I think with like a lot of people that kind of like that kind of face an issue, is like once everything is like already done, people will just add drums, you know what I'm saying? So like it's not derivative, but it's almost like it's easily recognizable, you know what I'm saying? But like when you take just that chord progression and that bass and you add everything else yourself, like all of a sudden it's like this whole new thing. And I love that too. I love both of them. I think they have their pros and cons and stuff like that. But I was just wondering, like, you know what I mean? Like, do you want to hear the loop fully all the way through, or do you want to just, you know what I'm saying, a starter? You know what I mean? Like,
that's why my loop kit's like a little bit of both. I feel like I have some loops in there that are starters that are definitely like, okay, you got a chord, bass, and one more sound.
Yeah, exactly.
Or I have some that have everything. You know what I'm saying? Lead, bass, plug, chord progression, all that.
Yeah, same thing too. That's why, like, sometimes, like, I might do half with the bass line and half not. It's just like, well, you have to kind of, you know what I mean? You kind of got to get funky with it before you add that kick in there or something like that. But even when I make loops, sometimes I have to kick there because, like, my bass line needs to follow the kick, not my kick to follow the bass line. You feel me? So like I'll include both of them, but sometimes it's not.
Yeah, that's a good question. I have another good question, I feel like. Or as me admitting to something or whatever. I kind of feel guilty just putting drums on loops. If I don't, you know what I'm saying? If I don't add something. I don't know. I don't know if it's just me, like, I don't know, but I feel like guilty if I don't add something to it besides just drums. And I structure it out too, so I'm doing two more things, but.
Yeah, you're still doing two things. I get what you're saying,
but you
it's
know
like
what I'm
the
saying?
path
Like,
to leap. But
I don't know what it
you know,
is.
Alchemist says it a lot too. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can over salt food. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean?
True.
Sometimes the loop is there and it's missing drums. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't think the full loop determines whether it's a good loop or not. You know what I'm saying? I think a good loop determines whether you were inspired by it or not. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, I was really inspired by that. Sometimes like, you know, I'll have to get, you know, I would have to get into the stems. I'm like, yeah, you know what? That's like I just did one the other day, right? I just did one like 2 days ago. Loop was fire as hell. The bass line was cool, but like the bass is like on an electric bass. That's really, really cool. But by the time it gets to the verse, like I'm over the electric bass. I want this fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to run. That's what I'm saying. I want to run it through the grandmother, you know what I'm saying? So like I have to relearn the entire bass or just like the cool, like you know, the main progression so that I can actually like manipulate, you know what I'm saying? Because like sometimes like the bass, it won't be stale, you know what I'm saying? There's ways to get around it, but like you have to kind of like manipulate it to a certain point where you have to go up and you have to go down, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't know. I battle with it myself too, you know what I'm saying? But I'm asking these questions just because I want to know your response. And I'm just like, because I know mine, I'm like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Like, I don't mind putting drums on stuff. Like I love putting drums on stuff and like filtering.
I've done it.
Oh yeah,
I've done it.
And had great results. You know what I'm saying? And that,
Well, I think that's why I don't feel as guilty because I'm putting on all the drums and perks and then I also not only that, I'm also painting the picture as for the artist. I feel like when I'm getting a beat received or loop received, right? Mm-hmm. I feel like now it's my responsibility to track it out. Right now, I'm painting the picture for or I'm creating the canvas for the artist now. Yeah. So I feel like that's a really big. That's what I tell myself, right? When I'm like not trying to feel guilty about just putting drums on, because I'm like, okay, well, I'm putting the clav here. I'm putting that here. I'm putting the beat break here. I'm gonna take out all the drums here for this reason, and then this stutter effect here and effect this, you know. So that's what I tell myself when it's like, okay, all I did was put the drums on, like took me like 10 minutes, so let me do all this, right? Mm-hmm. And like that's why I tell myself to not feel guilty. But that was a good guy. That was a really good question. We should ask like all the guests that come on about that too.
About loops, like producers. I think it's you know, because we all use them. I haven't met one person, you know what I'm saying, that has used a loop. You know what I mean?
Even
like
a sample. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But like, what do you consider a sample? A sample, a loop, or what?
Yeah.
It most definitely is, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like it's not it's source material, but it's definitely a loop. You know what I mean? Like, nah.
Well, okay, and we should talk about it. Like, what is a loop? Like, what's a loop kit? What do you come from a loop kit? Do you think a loop kit is like what it is in my head, right? In layman's terms, is like a starter kit. Like it's a starter. It's a it's like a starter, right? Like when you're in beat block, I'm gonna put a loop on because I can't think of something. Let's just see what I can get with. And
it's not even that though, because I don't even think it's beat block. Like sometimes you just hear things and you're inspired.
But that's why I use loops. Is like if I can't, or if I don't feel like making spending a time to really make like an hour of a melody, or something like right, or like something maybe my fucking fingers aren't working and I can't feel that groove today. You know, I'm gonna open up a loop kit and like.
Oh,
no,
something
like that. I don't know.
I get what you're saying, but not me, bro.
Yeah, I see it both ways. But yeah. I don't know.
I hear things and I'm like, oh, I'm about to get home and smoke that.
No,
like,
for real,
like I already know. Like that's the way. Like I'm thinking about it, but like I get both ways too, though. Exactly. Same thing with samples. Like I hear samples, I'm like, oh, you
okay,
just
well,
don't
this
know.
is what I'm gonna say, right?
Yeah.
This is another thing I'll say. Yeah. When you have a loop kit, do you sit there and make all the beats on that loop kit right then and there, or no? You want to make some of your own shit, right? You want to make some shit. Maybe you wake up the next day and like, you know what? I'm gonna make my own shit today. You're not gonna grind out that 10 loop kit or 20 loop kits.
It depends. There's like even like it's been a while. Let me like preface that and shit. Like it's been or was it prefix?
Preface.
All right. Preface, it's like there's been times where I get loop kits and it'd be like 3 bangers and I just knock out 3 back to back. Yeah. And if I'm feeling inspired, like I'm not gonna stop.
I was thinking about like actual full loop kits that are like 10 loops.
Oh, like just knock out the whole kit?
Yeah, that's what I'm
saying. No.
I leave some for like, okay, I'm gonna fuck this one up tomorrow, but I want to make some my own shit today. You know?
Nah. I'm an addict. I can't stop. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I feel it, but like I feel like I gotta like spend my time on sometimes. You know, like I don't know.
I don't even care, bro. Like I just want the meat and potatoes done so I can hear it the next day, so I know what not to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I need to hear it. Like, hey, if I'm gonna be, you know what I'm saying, chilling and listening to it, it's like, bro, this worked, this didn't, you know what I'm saying? Take that out, you know, this right, you know what I mean? Like you can kind of study it, you know what I mean? Especially with the loop kits, you know what I mean? Because you already have the loop, you already have the melody, so it's like, okay, this goes, this stays, you know what I mean? But
I got another tip too, actually. Don't be afraid to reuse the same loop kit, same loop you've used, right, in a kit or whatever, because, like, for example, I always go back to this too. It's like I've used your loop kit.
Oh yeah.
And then like a year later, 2 years later, I reflipped the loops. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's where I was telling you earlier. I was like, oh yeah, send me all your loop kits.
Yeah, because it's like I probably 2 years ago, whatever. I think it was 3 years. How long ago was that first one? Was it 3 years ago? Anyways, 2-3 years ago, whatever. It doesn't matter. And basically back then I thought I was trash. When looking back at it now, I'm like, dude, my beats were ass that, you know what I'm saying?
You thought you were good, but you were trash.
But I was trash. And then now I feel like I'm better. And then in 3 years from now, I'm going to say the same thing. But right now I feel like I'm definitely better, right? But that's why I went back, remade I used all the same loops and was like, let me know what? Let me see what all the 2 years of me progressed, 3 years of my progression, and seeing what I can now flip this shit into. You know?
For sure. Yeah.
And I feel like that's like a good tip I'd give. It's like always keep all your loop kits. It's like, and then just flip them later.
Exactly. And I think that's like with a lot of people, what they do with samples, you know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, it's like I could never flip that sample, but it'll be like well-known samples. Like now, with the equipment that I got, like, yeah. Let me get it. I heard, this is like not a side tangent and shit, but like I heard a J. Cole song the other day and like the loop was, or like, you know, it's a sample obviously. And it was like, bro, I'm about to flip this for polyester. You know what I'm saying? Like he could ride on this shit. And it's just like, but now I'm at the point where I feel comfortable that I can actually do it, where it's like, well, man, fuck J. Cole, you know what I'm saying? Whatever he was doing, you know what I mean? Like we're about to make some new shit on top of this. But now I feel comfortable doing it, you know what I mean? Like back in the day, like maybe I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Because like the confidence or like the skill set wasn't there. But now it's like I can do anything, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel confident enough to put out a good product, and that's what a lot of these dudes be doing, or gals, you know what I mean? Like they're doing the exact same thing too. They hear it and they're like, I could do this, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think about it all the time too. Like reflipping like old, like there's this J. Cole sample. You're just talking about J. Cole. That's crazy because there's this one J. Cole sample me and my homie did. And I can't even, it's like the one's like, what a day to get by. And it's called like Day in the Park or something like that. Anyways, that's you weren't. I'm not good enough singing at it like the girl did, but it's like a girl singing on it, and it's like some kind of like, I don't even know what you call it, what kind of genre, but yeah, it was like that. It's like some weird ass European sample, and I remember we reflipped it, but a completely different way to what J. Cole sounded, right? And it's like, I don't know, but I found that sample before the song came out. And the same thing happened, bro.
But that don't even, bro. I know exactly what you're talking about, but that shit don't matter, bro. That's why, like, I think when we first started this podcast, like, that was like within like the first like couple episodes, I got over that shit. Like that shit. Even if you find it first, even if somebody did it, like that doesn't mean that you're gonna do it the exact same way. And you do your own shit, and it's just like they don't own that shit. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Do your Dougie. Because I used to stop me for a lot of times, and it's just like, oh, I can't do that because so-and-so did that.
Or, okay, here's one, right? Cardo used a sample that I was going to use.
Oh, damn, you brought it up.
Larry, right?
This dude's been mad for years.
No. This is what I'm saying is like, I was going to make that beat for Larry, right? I mean, obviously, I don't know Larry. I can't send it to him, right? Not yet. Larry, hit me up. And, like, if I made that beat the same style as, like, for Larry, right? For the intentions of, like, oh, this is for Larry June. Cardo drops I'm not saying I made it before. I'm not trying to claim anything, but I'm saying Cardo dropped it like now, like, oh fuck, like I can't, now this beat's no, like Larry's not gonna want to rap on the same beat, the same sample, you know? Oh, I actually do have a good question for you.
What's the question? Hit me with it.
All right, let me ask you this question, right? Because I was talking to my brother today at work, right? And I was thinking, what? I was asking him something about what music was popping when you were in high school, right?
Yeah.
I asked him, right? And you guys were the same age.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, y'all music when high school was like insane.
Yes.
I went on Spotify and looked up like my brother's sophomore year. He was like in San Bernardino High School, 2005.
Yeah.
Shake that Laffy Taffy.
Oh yeah.
That Laffy Taffy. Bro, what? That was like, come on, that was a
She
banger.
got them bubble gum.
Yep.
That Chico
Bro.
stick. Yeah.
And I was like, dog, y'all were in high school when like the game of 50 Cent, the game 50 Cent's or the game's album, came out and like.
Oh, the documentary.
Bro, yeah.
That came out when I was in middle school.
That's 2005.
Yeah.
No, my 2005. You were a sophomore in high school. Well, my brother was a sophomore in high school.
When did he graduate?
2008.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so you're the same age. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was
The documentary came out in 2005?
Yeah.
Damn.
Because I looked up top hits in 2005.
Yeah.
And I was looking at it, I was like, bro, what? The amount of hits that were out in 2005 were insane.
Bro, it was crazy, dog.
Like crazy.
I remember,
bro, How We Do?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Bro, this is the biggest one.
What?
This is, if I swear to God, if I was in high school in 2005, I would have got in so many fucking fights.
Which one?
Well, not like that. I was way too gassed.
Gotcha.
Bro, Back Then by Mike Jones. Are you fucking kidding me?
No, that came out way earlier.
That's 2005. I'm telling you, I looked all this shit up.
Nah, that was when I was in elementary school. Who is Mike Jones?
Yeah, 2005.
Nah, earlier than that.
No, I swear to God, bro. I looked it up.
I was 15 when that came out.
Bro,
nah, no way.
Y'all had the shit out there like back then.
We talked about that. I was in
Hold on, now I
was in middle school,
check,
I believe.
But I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Who is Mike Jones? That was my shit. I told you about the dude driving up down the street in the Impala and still bumping that Still Tippin', Flossing. That was a big album for me. It's still one of my favorite albums. Shout out Mike Jones, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Michael Watt, he made me hot.
April 19th, 2005.
Was it 2005?
Come on, man.
Let me see that shit.
Who was Mike Jones? Release date, April 19th, 2005.
Damn, bro.
Bro.
Yeah, that was like the Ice Age.
Still tipping on Fovo.
Bro,
Yo.
yeah, that was my shit.
Bro,
dog.
like
yeah.
that's what I was freaking out about. I was like, bro, I want to. And then my brother was like, my brother didn't have a phone until senior year of college. Of high school. That's the one my brother first got a phone. Imagine. Yeah,
really?
2018. That's when he first got a cell phone.
2008.
I mean 2008. My bad. Yeah, when he graduated, his senior year of high school is when he first got a phone. Imagine in 2005, bro, at 15, 16, no phone, and you're just and Mike Jones just dropped. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you know what that came out? It's all about word of mouth. It's about, you know what I'm saying? Like that must have been so
no.
tight.
I remember very distinctively. I remember it had popped up on like Power 106 and stuff like that, and it was like a popular record. But
yeah, I didn't ask him how he found out, but
a lot of people didn't like Mike Jones. They thought it was too repetitive. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't like it and shit like that. They just like, oh, who's Mike Jones?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They didn't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like the marketing of it and all that shit, bro. And like, I don't give a fuck, dude. All of it. You know what I mean? Like we come from a production background. And, like, I was already accustomed to it, bro. So, like, I was already hip. I'm surprised when you pulled it up right now, like, 2005. Like, I felt like it was way earlier. Way, way earlier.
I mean, that's half your life, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I remember when it came out, and I'm telling you, like, the homie let my brother borrow the CD, and I remember bumping it in the boombox and shit, and it's like, damn, this shit is fucking tough. But like, music back then was like, I hate to say back then, but it was like, it was wild. It was like
song.
West Coast stuff, you know what I'm saying? Fucking Dr. Dre, plus like this like uprise and like hardcore and emo and screamo and all sorts of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you ever got, Banco was into that shit. I don't want to put him on blast or anything like that, but he was into that stuff too as well, you know what I'm saying? And like, it was a whole thing, especially for like us coming up and stuff. Like there was a lot of good music going on, is like what I can say, especially for like hardcore and stuff like that, and especially for rap. You know, you tell me like The Game came out.
Yeah, bro, documentary. That's insane.
Yeah, dude.
Bro, Akon, Baby Bash.
Yeah.
Oh
dude,
my God, bro.
What is it that Let Me See Your Grill, bro?
Bro,
duh.
it's just hits though.
Yeah.
Like I was going through that playlist.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, bro, there is so many classics.
All those records are like diamond too, bro.
Bro,
like,
and it's like what? Like when I went to high school, right? My senior year of high school is when Kodak Black was taking off. That was like my senior year. Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
And
dude. That's crazy.
Hot, Fill in the blank by Bobby Shmurda came out. That's fucking insane.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Oh, I was in college when that came out.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, that was like that was 2017, 24. You know what I'm saying? 2014, 2013. I'm in love with the Coco. Remember that song?
Yeah, for sure.
But that's not the same shit as back then. Hoes didn't want me. You know what I'm saying? That's like.
Oh, what's that shit from the game? That's one of my favorite workout songs.
Hate It or Love It?
No. West Side Story
from the same album.
Yeah, from the documentary. Crip, blood, dude. Asian, Dominican, black.
Bro, it's just crazy. Like, I was like, bro, like the music. I'm not even trying to be like one of those people, but like the music that was like coming out when I was in high school is like whack compared to the shit you guys were like in your high school, right? Like, I don't know. I think so. Don't get me wrong. We did have some hits that came out. Drake dropped the fucking famous ass album. I'm not a big Drake fan, so I'm sorry I don't know the name.
Neither, yeah.
But it's the album with Drake, the one with the fro on. He's like looking at the
Take Care
in the sky. I'm sorry. I'm like the last person to tell you the Drake album.
I couldn't tell you either.
But it's the one with started from the bro, I looked it up, but it's like some big Drake album came out when I was in high school. So that's like a big thing, I guess.
Okay.
But it's just like, I don't know. Everyone drop in the comments like when you were in high school and those 4 years, like what songs were like the hits when you were out?
For sure, yeah.
Thrift Store by Macklemore. Do you know that song?
Yeah.
That was like probably one of the biggest songs that year. Blurred Lines by like Robin Thicke. I know that fool got canceled.
So you were in high school when I was in college.
Yeah.
Okay, bet.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, like it was, like, bro, like, but like your guys' high school was, I don't know. That's just crazy. Like, I don't know. It just must have been like way different,
Nah, for real.
And especially no phones. That's the crazy part. Like you go to lunch and you're not fucking on your phone.
That's what you're saying. Like you're saying there's like no phones, and like I remember distinctly like stealing.
But it was like radio, right? Like
no,
radios.
I was stealing phones in high school. Like, it was so much. Yeah, we still.
Well, my brother didn't have one until he's senior. That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, not to get like too deep into it and shit, but like you know what I mean. Like,
what's the statutory limits? Isn't it like 40 years or something? 30 years?
I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But we were
allegedly, yeah.
Nah, no allegedly shit. You know what I'm saying? We were punking motherfuckers and shit, bro. We were taking like there used to be a lot of fucking Caucasian kids, and we used to fucking beat them up and steal their fucking sidekicks, and we could just put in like a SIM card from like T-Mobile or something like that, and we used to just steal them all the time, dog. So like I had a phone from like early on. My mom used to say, "Where'd you get that phone from?" My friend gave it to me and shit, bro. We were stealing so many sidekicks. I had every sidekick every single year, bro. We were stealing so many phones. But
like, that's crazy, dude. I was stealing chocolate milk.
But it was back in the day where there was like no data plans, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But like
the
you
minutes. Remember minutes?
Yeah, minutes and shit. You had to talk after 9
people
p.m.
Don't even know what minutes are now.
Yeah, dude. But like I remember
I had a prepaid Virgin phone.
I had that shit
my
too.
Virgin
Yeah.
ass.
You had to buy minutes at 7-Eleven and shit. Yeah. Same thing
I had
too.
a Metro PCS. You had a 60-minute card, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And all the text message, all that shit, like. That was like my first experience, right, with the phone. Just to call my mom and be like, "Yo, I'm on my way to home," or something, or if I have an emergency. Right?
Yeah. 5 cents a text or some shit like that.
My first phone was in, smartphone was in sophomore year of high school.
Your first smartphone?
Yeah, I had an iPhone. I had my mom's old iPhone, 5.
Yeah, I didn't even get
4S.
No smartphones until like I got to the military. But that's like a good thing though too, because like even when I went to college, you know what I mean? Like I was 4 years ahead of everybody because everybody had like just got out of high school, and like I had just served like 4 years in the military, so like they were like fresh out, but it was like damn, I was like the older dude, I guess, you know what I'm saying? But like I ain't been in the school system in a minute type of shit.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I remember just fucking punking motherfuckers.
Yeah, that was a big tangent. I just wanted to bring that up because I was like, damn,
it's all good. Yeah.
I wonder, like, I was just reminiscing about that shit. Like,
I don't really like to talk about that shit, but like, yeah, bro, like, UCR is up here over here on the east side and shit, bro. We used to fucking punk motherfuckers for their shit, bro.
Well, we're about to head out there.
Cap you. Come after me. What's up, bro?
I might have to go.
What's happening?
You might have to give me a new phone or something then.
You want a sidekick? I got you. We had the sidekick slide, the sidekick
that was
flip.
That phone was fire though.
The sidekick?
Yeah, my cousin
Snoop
had one of those.
Yeah, dude, that was the shit, bro. Yeah. And like you could get on MySpace with it and all that shit, bro. You can like fucking update. Like it was gnarly, dude. You can update your profile.
I remember I think being at our school library at school trying to make a MySpace account.
Oh yeah. And
I was like trying to holler at some girl in my class. Because everyone at recess was like talking about MySpace.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't got MySpace. What the fuck is that? You know?
Oh, you gotta have that.
Bro,
you
but we're in elementary school. What the fuck are you doing on MySpace?
Oh, you better catch up.
So that's why I was like, you know what? I need a MySpace. I need to go.
Yeah, you need one.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta have one. Yeah.
Ended up not working out, you know.
With the girl or MySpace?
Both, man.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it was bad.
Homie
I was on Virgin Mobile that time. You know what I'm saying?
And you stood a Virgin Mobile forever?
Yeah.
No, just talking shit.
Nah, I'm still on that.
Hey, let's move on from this bullshit. Stop playing, man. Come on, bro. We talking about fucking 08 shit.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was thinking about because that's what it was. We saw a street. We on the freeway and we seen a. I swear it was a fucking old ass flyer, but it was a flyer and it said Too Short, or I think Too Short, and then Baby Bash. And my brother's like, Baby Bash? What the fuck? It's a weird ass combo. And then I was like, wasn't Baby Bash like when you're in high school? And he's like, yeah. And then that's what it spiraled the whole conversation about what did you listen to? Like what was like the popular hits in high school? Anyways, we're moving on. Drop what was popping in your high school.
Yeah, whatever year.
Yeah, whatever year.
Tap in with us and shit. Bro.
I graduated in 2017, and this was graduated in 08.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's even now. I still think it's crazy. 2017 like still feels like I'm like a fucking pussy, you know, like that. I don't know. I just I don't know how to explain it, but I just feel like I'm still like a little ass kid or something.
There was a lot of good music that came out. I think you're overlooking it.
I went back, dog. It was in 2013. I'm not gonna lie. Go on Spotify, look up top hits 2013. The first like 15 songs are all bangers.
Oh, okay, bad.
Like really good ass songs.
That's what I'm saying.
Anyways, moving on. I know we had a question that we want to bring up.
I don't know what the question was.
I'll bring it up because I remember.
What's the question?
I'm trying to get you involved so I can stop talking.
My bad.
No. But the question was, or I don't even know, topic, whatever, is how he wants us to read. Someone wanted us to retouch on.
Oh yeah. Oh, somebody wondered. My homie, shout out to my homie and shit. I don't know if he wants to mention his name or anything like that, but he hit me up and he was talking about uploading your albums and like when you go on DistroKid and like TuneCore and stuff, like whether you should put it on YouTube or not. Because like for example, if you know so and so, we'll say Joe Palmtree, right? Mm-hmm. Joe Palmtree is dropping an album, and when you drop an album on all the distribution sites, whether it's TuneCore or CD Baby or DistroKid, there's usually a couple boxes where you want to put it on the format so it's like everybody can reach it. But he was talking about the YouTube one, and I think we talked about it in the past, and we always said not to check the YouTube box, because if you check the YouTube box, as an artist, it's going to come up as a topic, and it shouldn't come up as a topic. You should upload your own music on your own YouTube channel to drive in the actual traffic into your YouTube channel, because the outcome and the pay is a lot more. That's what the question was, right?
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
And that way, when you don't have, so let's say you're a YouTube partner program, right? You're monetized. Mm-hmm. If it comes up as a topic, you're not gonna get that money.
No,
you need it on your channel, right? You need it on your channel to drive you, like you said, you want to drive all the traffic to your channel.
Yeah.
So when you even if you're not even an artist, if you're a producer, like for example, like a beat tape, right?
Yeah.
I made this mistake. This is like 2 years ago. I uploaded my beat tape. I was like, upload it to YouTube. Didn't even think about it uploading it as a topip. I thought I was gonna take my name Trunx and be like, okay, this is a YouTube account affiliated with it, but it doesn't do that. No. So you want to take off the check mark where it says YouTube. Take that off. Like I'm not gonna re-explain everything he said, but yeah.
No.
And then it basically you upload it yourself. You pretty much just upload the picture, and you could even do it on iMovie. You know, it's free. Yeah. Just put a picture and put the song, and then you drag it, and like now you put that video on your YouTube channel, or if you have a YouTube music video, you could also do the same thing and put on your YouTube channel. And that way, it's like you can get money from your actual YouTube channel from there. Yeah. If you're part of obviously if you're monetized. But
I actually seen a video not too long ago too. Is like when it's those topic things, like for example, like Joe Palmtree upload like his album on like DistroKid or something like that. Any of the DSPs, when it becomes a topic, there's less ads ran on it to it. You know what I mean? Because like a lot of people don't understand the YouTube sort of thing, right? So like we get paid off of YouTube via the ads that are run on the video, before the video, mid video, if it's a long video or something like that. People don't understand that part of it. It's like we're not making money off of publishing and streams. We're making money off of the ads itself. Mm-hmm. So when you do the topic, it's been proven that the topic will just play all the way through for some of the most part. You know what I'm saying? They might run one ad or two ads or something like that. But if you actually had it on your page, they'll run the appropriate amount of ads to get you your revenue, to get your page. You know what I'm saying? To get you paid, really. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. You want to get that money from YouTube, right? So if it's a topic and it has 400,000 views.
Yeah.
Guess what? You're not gonna get that money from it because it's not on your page. You know?
Exactly. It should be on your page with the 400,000 views. Yeah.
How much money would that be? Like $2,000 or something like that?
400,000 views?
Yeah. Not maybe.
Oh
less.
yeah. No, about that. Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, probably like $2,000.
And that's on YouTube. Imagine all the other payouts you're gonna get through Spotify, iTunes, and Tidal, and all this. Amazon Music, Google Store.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All that.
And that's just one record. You know what I mean? You got an album of 12 songs. Do the math.
Exactly.
I had to manifest it. You checked your credit score recently?
Recently, no, maybe a few days ago. I'm like at 750.
That's recently.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Some people might be like, oh, if you haven't checked in a few days, you know. But I don't know. Not like it's gonna change in a few days.
Yeah, got you.
But yeah.
Everything doing outstanding.
I'm not. What's 7? I'm like 750, 760. What's
That's
that?
Good.
It's outstanding or excellent?
Excellent.
And then it's outstanding.
800 is outstanding.
And then what's 850?
I don't even. Does it go that high?
Yeah, I think 850 is the max, right?
I thought it was 800 was the max.
You might be right.
Oh, all right. I don't know.
You might be right.
That's good. Shouts out to you.
Yeah, but I ain't got a home. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got a house or nothing. But
well, it'll hit you harder if you have a home. You know what I'm saying? Because your debt to income ratio. Anyways, let's get this. We got a few questions on live. You feel me? Let's answer these pups. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
If no one knew, we have a Instagram, TikTok. We got all that. We're on 2 P's on the pod and all that.
All right, I'm just gonna go from the top, bro.
Oh, let's go, man. Freestyle right here, rapid fire.
How y'all balancing work, gym, and beats?
Okay, we answered this a while ago, but you know, new year. You know, we might have a few more listeners tapping in.
Yeah, for sure. I think this is important.
I think this is a good one, right?
Yeah.
And so work, beats, and working out.
Yeah.
Those 3, right?
Work, beats, and like physical fitness, working out.
Working out. Yeah. Okay, right. So first things first, I think you got to worry about paying the bills, right? And basically what your job is. Like, you know, you might have a graveyard shift. You might figure out what your job is, right? I don't know how to explain that. I don't know, but like for example, me, I'll put me for an example.
You're
right?
9 to 5.
I'll put mine 9 to 5, quote unquote, even though it's not. Okay. I wake up around 4-ish, probably leave around, I try to work up around 4. It's not that. So it's like 4:30 to 5. I'm probably, work, come back around like 12, 1. And then by like 1:30, I think that's what happens. I like move my hands. So like 1:30, if people are on audio, it's because the camera went out of focus.
No
worries. So let's say I'm back by let's just say 1. I went to work. I'm like, okay, well now, I go to work. I come home. I eat. It's like 1:30. I'm gonna make like 2 beats. I'm gonna make like 2 beats, or I'm gonna tell for sure every day I'm working on something that has to do with music. Whether it's a loop kit, working on some loops like I'm doing right now, like some loop kits. Oh, my bad. A really big thing I gotta say is write down what you want to do for that week. That's one thing I would say, like for
planning.
Exactly, plan it out because if you don't have a plan, you know what I'm saying, you ain't gonna have success like a man. You know, I made that up myself. But yeah, like. Write down like what you want to accomplish that week, that day, you know, the following day.
Okay.
Like that's one thing I'll definitely say is like I have a whiteboard on my thing and I'll write down. Right now I'm kind of falling victim to that. Or what's it called? I'm being a. When you're saying it but you're not doing it. What's it called?
You're falling victim. Yeah.
Is that I'm saying it right? I'm victim to myself, I guess, whatever. Too.
There you go.
Yeah. I'm not actually writing it. A hypocrite is what I'm trying to say. That's the word I was trying to say. So I'm kind of being a hypocrite right now because what I'm telling you is pretty much I'm talking to myself, but also other people out there. So I have a whiteboard on my wall, right? I write down, okay, I want to knock out a loop kit of 10 loops this week. Well, how am I going to accomplish that? Make 2 loops a day. In 5 days, I'll have it done, right? That's my goal for that week. So when I'm back from work, what I want to do, I might make a beat that day to upload, because I still want to maintain my YouTube channel. And that's why I toned down on the YouTube uploads this year, is I'm only uploading 4 days a week now instead of 7, because I want to also work on loop kits. I want to work on labs and all that, right? So write down pretty much on a paper. If you don't have a whiteboard, if you have a whiteboard, get one. I think it's kind of nice. You get to see it right there the whole time on the wall, right? and write down, okay, I want to work on a loop kit. So go to work, or maybe work. This is the thing is like figure out what I think the work is the hardest one. Yeah. Because it depends if you're a graveyard shift, you're midday, or you're morning, right? There's 3 different shifts that won't work that you might have fill in right there. And then basically work around work, I think is what I was gonna say. Yeah. So that's why I get my shit organized, right? Is what I'm gonna do for that day. I'm gonna keep. I'm sorry, I'm repeating myself, but I go to work, come back.
The people need to know.
Yeah, and then I come back, I knock out 2 loops, and I knock out a beat. Let's just say for that day, right? Or 2 beats, 2 loops, and then boom. I know. I always tell myself, right, every day, because I work out at night. Every day by like 6:30, I'm gonna start working out around that time, so I could be done by 8:39. Shower. And then go to sleep, and then get ready, ready for the next day.
Yeah.
That's like I tell myself every night, by like 5:36, around there, I'm kind of pushing it at 6:30, because I work out for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. And I have to take my pre-workout. You let that kick in like, 15 minutes, you know? And you got to do a little stretch and then work out, right? So that's why like around 6:30, I always tell myself every day, or Monday through Saturday, I tell myself, okay, 6:30, I got to take my pre-workout already, And then while I take my pre-workout, I'm like exporting a beat or something. You know what I'm saying? Like I do that as that's happening or something.
Something functional.
Something that has to do with it, right? Yeah. Make sure I was doing something. That's one thing. I'll have a specific cutoff time. Especially if it's like 7 and I'm still working on something, I'm like, okay, I'm getting off. Like whether the beat's done or not, I'll finish it in my headphones later on that night or something. Yeah. Because especially my parents hate past 9 speakers are off. So that's a good, I think that's a good one to make sure you're maintaining your workout, right? That's the hard part too. And like, don't get me wrong, I've definitely, like I've said, I've fallen victim to this where it's 7 o'clock. I'm like, fuck, I want to finish this beat because I don't want to do it tomorrow or something, right? I don't know. You want the day off tomorrow or something. And I'm like, I spend another hour on making that beat, exporting it and all that. And then I didn't work out that night, because I'm like, damn, it's already 8. By the time I can't go to sleep late because I got to wake up early. And it's like, damn. So it's a balance, bro. It's a real the challenge is balance, and I have a lot of like ADHD and shit, so it's like hard for me. You know what I'm saying? Stay on schedule and shit. But I think it does help out though, the structure. Yeah. Definitely write shit down, figure out like what your work schedule's like, and then just. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie, dog. It's really, really fucking difficult. I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have like outside shit. I don't go hang out with friends, and I can't even imagine what it's like if you had all that.
Girls tap in, drop in the comments. You fuck with Trunx. You know what I'm saying?
I still need like 6 loop kits this year. Hey, like Ramirez said, baby, purse first, ass last.
There we go. You know what I'm saying?
All right, you hit him with some shit, man.
Man, I'm older, so I've kind of like
this is the man you want to listen to and shit, not me.
I've kind of approached it a little bit differently as of like for like the past 2 years or like at least 3 years and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to go on a huge tangent, you know what I mean? But like, if it was me telling my younger self, this is what I would tell myself, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I would say. You kind of have to figure out, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to figure out what is the most important thing for your life, you know what I'm saying? Whether that's your workout, whether that's your job, or whether that's your career in producing, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to kind of decide what's the most important. You can't do both. You can't do all 3. You can try to equal them out, but you're going to only have like an equal result type of shit. You feel me? Like, you have to decide. And if producing is what you want to do, you need to be producing at all levels. You know what I'm saying? If it's the work, the job, for sure. Have the job, whether that's for benefits or whether that's the 9-to-5 income. Do the job, but don't take the job too seriously, especially early on type of shit. Or if you're 5 years in type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still have a retirement and all that stuff, but you have to decide like what's most important. Like, is my career most important? Is this workout most important? Is looking good important? Is getting a promotion important? You have to decide, you know what I mean? But from what I've gathered and everything, like in my experience, if you're watching this podcast, you're probably a producer, you're a rapper. You have to go so hard at that. You have to go, everything has to be dedicated to that. Even if the workout is like, oh, I have to get my workout in, man, fuck the fucking workout. You need to fucking be 100% all money in on being an artist and shit. You know what I'm saying? Especially the job. Oh, I have to do this. You know what I'm saying? There's no point of waking up 4 a.m. for the job if you're not going to wake up 4 a.m. and drop a beat. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not that dedication, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're worrying about getting fired and stuff like that, like, all the focus needs to be focused on, you know what I mean? Like, if the workout and, you know what I mean, being chiseled and like bodybuilding, like that's your career, focus on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's another thing to focus on. If, you know, growing in this company and being the manager and stuff like that, is that your career? Then focus on that. But if you want to be a producer and stuff like that, that is the main focus. But one thing that I will say, you know what I'm saying, and I think that's the most important out of all this shit, you know what I'm saying, is just don't eat like shit. You know what I'm saying? Just don't eat like shit. If you don't eat like shit, you'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? The fast food and all that stuff, plus working 9-to-5 job, plus producing, like all that shit is just going to add up. If you eat like shit, bro, it's over. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're eating fast food 5 days a week, like it's over. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I had to come to terms with that because I was into like physical fitness my entire life. But it's like, okay, well, do I want to make it as a producer, or do I want to be like this big hard body type of person? If I'm putting that much work into like bodybuilding and working out, like I'm not putting that much work into like producing and studying and marketing and all that stuff. Like, you kind of have to figure out, it's a duality of a lot of different things, whether it's like the three things, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all about what you're most invested by, you know what I mean? Like, you have to figure out, like, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes you're like, oh, when you said right now, like, oh, like by 7 o'clock it has to be done. Sometimes it's got to go to 9, and sometimes you got to miss a workout. Like, fuck the workout. What's more important? A back day or knocking out this collab? What's most important? You know
exactly.
what I mean? Like,
that's what I'm saying. I've fallen victim to it too. I've like,
for sure. You know what I'm saying? And like, I understand it all. Like, I understand it's all about healthy and stuff like that. But you know, and so do I know, it's all about what you put in your body. And the gym is only like 20% or 15% of the work. If you eat bullshit, it's over, bro. You cannot eat bullshit. I'm drinking beers all this day, but like during the week, I'm not drinking beers like on a regular basis. But like when we come, or when we pull up here and do like our podcast and all that stuff, like we're having fun. Like, this is part of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, this goes hand in hand, but you just can't eat bullshit, bro. You can't eat bullshit. If you don't eat bullshit, like, you're already on the right path. You know what I mean? Working out and all the other stuff, you can knock out push-ups. And if your job is physically demanding, you'll get a good ass workout from that shit. But if you're just eating nonsense and fucking trying to supplement for any of the things, like I think I talked about this in like the first like third, or like within the first 3 podcasts. Like, I known a dude, he was like a rapper, and he had focused so much just on like on his body and stuff like that, and just didn't focus on being an artist and selling CDs and marketing and all that stuff. And he was so focused on that, and it's like, you have to pick and choose, bro. What do you want to do? You want to be a rapper? You want to be successful, or do you want to just fucking be 1 foot in and 1 foot out? It's almost like the hood shit, bro. It's like, you got 1 foot in the hood and 1 foot in the artist stuff. You got to be both feet in, you know what I'm saying? Whether you decide, you know what I mean? Like, this is the most important thing, and that's where all the time is going to, you know what I'm saying? But if you just don't eat like shit, you'll be okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's very, very easy. Just don't eat like shit. You'll be okay. Especially if it's just like 5 days a week. Go crazy on the weekends if that's what you want to do. But 5 days a week, eat clean, bro. Have some vegetables, you know what I'm saying? Chicken breast, hot sauce. It's tough, bro. You're not eating for pleasure. You're eating for purpose. You know what I mean? And like, that's tough for people to hear.
Dude, that was the best. Like, I literally was just nodding my head yes the whole time. I was like, dude, I agreed with everything you said right there. Bro, that was fucking sick. Like, if I was 16 right now and I heard that, are you fucking kidding me, dog? I would have been, that shit would have been the, I wanted to bring this up last while ago, right? Yeah. And I'm a big quote guy, right? And for sure. And I always fucking forget the quote, but I'm always like, I forgot what he said. But, bro, Tupac said it in one of these fucking interviews a long time ago, right? And he said, it's a very famous one, and I just fucking forgot. But he says something about, I might not be the one to change the world, but I'm gonna spark the person that did, right? And that, I think what you just said is is like that type of shit, right? Like, and it's like, that's the shit that I fuck with, and that's why we did the podcast. I feel like was that, like, the shit you just said right now is what I would have wanted. Like, this is why I did the podcast, because when I was 16, nothing like this was out there, right?
For
like,
sure.
Some real ass shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one, like, when I was 16, right? Like that's fucking 7 years ago. Like none of this shit was out. You know, it's like, well, we can be that shit now and be the one that sparks that change to change the world and shit. But I mean, we do beats and shit, not like that serious. But yeah, like I don't know, but. Yeah, like everything you said was like 100%. Like I agree with all of it. Like that was like.
Well, it's all like a grain of salt type of thing.
The eating one is for sure like a really big one though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you can't eat bullshit. That's number one. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You're not gonna get no abs. You're not gonna get no.
No.
If you eat like
you can get abs just by eating and shit. You know what I'm saying? People think it's like this crazy fucking workout and shit, bro. It's like, bro. You just can't eat bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many quotes of like, abs are made in the kitchen.
Yep.
And it's so factual. It's 100% factual and shit. And just like,
you got to shed that fat off.
That's what I'm saying. It's all like calorie deficit type of shit. And like, it took me a while to understand and not understand, but to kind of comprehend. And it's just like, okay, you want to look like a certain point and you want to look at like these people and it's like, bro, these people are professionals. You know what I'm saying? They're not making beats. You know what I'm saying? This is their life and shit. You want to look like them? Then make that your life. You know what I'm saying? But I guarantee they can't make a beat. You know what I mean? Like
all these bodybuilders spend all that time and they spend like they'll spend 2-3 hours in the gym, but then they'll come home, they'll meal prep all their shit, spend all that time
for 12 hours.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
And like the same way they do that, their shit is the same way we do our beats and shit. Or artists, if you rap, you're writing lyrics, you're getting inspired, you're listening to beats, you're writing all day. And that's like the same exact way, right? We just spend it like exactly how you said it. Like I couldn't have said it any better. Like pick what you want to, what your career is going to be in and go as hard as you want in that, right? Like that's
got to be the main focus.
That's the best. If you want something to happen, you want to put that all the focus on that.
Exactly.
Obviously, you're not going to have all eggs in one basket, right? Have the job to still get your benefits and pay the rent and live and shit, and then you fucking
but the job should be second nature. Like you can't do a job, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like is that taking all your mental capacity? You know what I mean? Like exactly. And even if it is, you know what I'm saying? Like dial back, you know what I mean? It doesn't need all that invested. Just
All right, real quick, let's bring up a little what's coming up on the this end of this month.
End of this month, man, I got another show, you know what I'm saying? It's my second show, playing a little beat set list type of shit. It's on the January 27th. It's in Orange County. I can't remember what it's called, but I'll put a little description in the comments and stuff like that. But it's going to be the 27th of January, 2023, in Orange County. You know what I'm saying? Pull up. I got more stickers. I'm going to have some merch and shit like that. I got my own table if you want to pull up, or any of the homies watching the podcast, just tap in with me. I'll get you on the table. You feel me? But
I'll probably be there.
Yeah,
it's 21 and over though. I think, right? I think it's 21 and over. I think I saw it from the flyer that he posted. I think.
Oh yeah, all right, perfect. My demographic is from 21 to 39. You feel me? Shout out to all my old heads. You feel me? We out here getting it. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the youngins.
The youngins too. You know what I'm saying? If you want to hear some fucking crazy ass, you know what I'm saying, rants. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you a rant. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, what? Do you know how long your set's gonna be or anything like that?
I'm gonna do the exact same thing as I did last time, probably like 15 minutes or something like that. I'm probably gonna switch up the beats. I'll probably do something a little bit different and just keep like the normal ones and like the bangers and stuff like that. But I might swap out some things and do a couple other beats. But shout out my dude OCX Motha. He's doing his show. He asked me to do it, and I was like, oh yeah, for sure, I got you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, must be tight.
Yeah, we'll be going up. We're going crazy, man.
And this gives you kind of a notice. What, like 2 weeks notice, kind of, to like.
Yeah, 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks.
Oh, it's 27. You're right.
Yeah, 27. 3 weeks of notice if you want to pull up and stuff.
No, it's 2 weeks exactly today.
Is it?
Yeah, 14 plus the 13. Today's Friday the 13th, so 27. It's 27th.
Man. Was it Viernes 13?
El 13 de Viernes?
Oh, shit. No, it was a band called that, Viernes 13.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? We're talking about that good-ass music back in the day. You know what I'm saying? You had to be there for that one. You know what I mean? It was like some fucking like Mexican punk band, Viernes 13.
I only fuck with Maná.
Maná, this motherfucker.
They got bangers.
Rock en Español. Oh, they do got bangers. Yeah. I ain't going to cap you. You feel me? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but so I'm probably going to head out to the show. So, wait, at the table, am I going to have like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got bar service. Like, are they coming up to me? Like, bottle service? You know, what's going on right there?
Yeah, they got everything. They're gonna have.
So I want to get fucked up out there. I probably need an Uber back and shit.
You? No, you'll be okay. But like, whatever you want, cranberry juice or an orange.
I'll take water, man.
You know, they got you.
I'm not
bro,
fancy.
You know
I'll drink water.
But if anybody wants to pull up and shit, I got my own table. My lady will be there. Trunx will probably be there and shit. Pull up, man. We gonna have a good ass time.
Mm-hmm.
But let me get into one thing that I wanted to get into and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's like really beneficial to a lot of like producers and stuff like that. So it's like a producer time, a producer moment. You know what I mean? Anybody that's on Beatstars, anybody that's selling beats online. Abe from Beatstars, he did a interview with Dillygotitbumpin. If you know who Dillygotitbumpin, I think that's his name. He's a producer on Beatstars, but they did an interview, and like the interview was like legit. I can't even recommend it enough. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. You know what I'm saying? I think it's the first podcast they did.
Is it on YouTube?
It's on YouTube, yeah.
Probably.
Type in Abe Beatstars and then type in Dillygotitbumpin because it's not on the Beatstars page itself. It's called. It's on the Pay the Creator.
Oh, Pay the Creator.
Yeah,
that's what it's called.
Pay the Creator. But there was some good points from the Beatstars that I or from the interview that I wanted to talk about. And one of the first ones that he talked about was being like a chef and a cook. You know what I mean? Like and it was Abe pretty much asked him. You know what I mean? Like when you make beats, can you make anything? And he was pretty much saying like. Look at the charts on Beatstars of what's popular and everything like that. Because like, if you're a chef, you can make anything. If you're a cook, you cook a specific thing what they're asking you to make. And I thought that was I don't know. I thought it was like really, really important because like I feel like me, you, and all the people we know, like they are chefs. We can make anything we want to make. You know what I mean? It's not that we limit ourselves to like a certain sound, but like. We kind of do sometimes.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a key point. When he said it, I'm like, dude, all my homies are chefs, bro. They're not cooks. You know what I'm saying? Like cooks, you know what I mean? They make whatever's on the menu type of shit. You know what I mean? And it's just like, you can make anything. And we talked about that too, especially like with the Ramirez stuff and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like doing those sort of things. Like, are you a cook or are you a chef? You know what I mean? So I think that's like a good question to ask yourself. Like, can you make anything? Can you make it good? Or are you just like, or are you a chef? You know what I mean? And you can make anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And another thing he talked about too was like old beats, old sounds, and like promoting stuff. He dropped a gem in there and he was like, you know how you can promote on Beatstars?
Right.
He was saying, why promote the newest beat when you should promote the most performed beat that you've ever done? You know what I'm saying? It's obviously old to you, but why wouldn't you promote that over like, because like everybody, especially me, I mean, like when you promote on Beatstars, if you never promoted on Beatstars, you can promote a track, a page or a playlist, right? Yeah. He was saying you should promote, like, even if it's your oldest beat, you should promote that beat over everything. You know what I mean? Like that should be a focus, because like a lot of producers, they want to promote like their newest thing, their favorite thing. Like, I just made this, let me promote that. Right. But like a lot of people aren't even engaged to you, and like a lot of people just started rapping yesterday. And they're hopping on Beatstars, and it's just like, well, I'm looking for this sort of sound, and you should promote that because like that has a better like outcome overall. You know what I mean?
That's pretty smart, actually.
Promote
a beat that's already doing numbers before the promotion.
Why not? You know what I mean? Everybody's starting to rap in like, you know what I mean, like tomorrow or just started. Like, why would you start at this point? You should start at not the new point. You should start on the point where you have the most results. You know?
Yeah, that's actually really smart, actually, because sometimes I have used promotion on Beatstars a few times, and sometimes I'll promote a beat that just came out.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and it's well, I think there's no like natural organic attraction to it first.
Exactly.
And then how do I know if it's even good? Maybe it's good to me because I'm a producer and I think it's good.
And it's
I just made it
shit.
that day. You know what I'm saying, or that previous day, and it's like maybe it was just good because of the hype of the moment of it. But if I let it actually simmer and be out there for a while, and let people actually indulge in it, and like, okay, this beat this month was the one, so I'm going to promote the one I did the most amount that month.
Exactly.
I'll go back like 5 months ago, see what was the most played beat, promote that one. It's pretty much kind of what he's saying.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's smart. I never thought about it like that.
Yeah, he did that, and the next day I promoted my fucking my oldest beat that did the numbers. Yeah, and then he was also talking about he was talking about like the lottery. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about he was talking about, like I made the beat in 5 minutes, or like, that beat, like I made that shit hella quick and stuff like that. And like, he was saying like, oh yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like when you do that, you're kind of playing the lottery. You know what I mean? Like when you make those 5 minute beats, like you could make some banger, it could be like some it could be a Lil Nas X Old Town Road type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? But like, you're really gambling at that point, and it's really like a lottery, you know what I mean? Like, less time in, and if you hit, you hit. But
Right.
he was saying, you shouldn't bet your career and your life and your source of income off playing the lottery. And it's true, you know what I mean? Like, how many times we've been in the liquor store and there's like some old dude, you know what I'm saying, still playing the lottery, buying like 16 lotto tickets
true.
at 20 ahead, you know what I mean? Like, you can play that life too. And it's like, and you might hit, and that's good too, but you should go for that sustainable, you know what I'm saying, that good, you know what I mean, like overall outcome and income of what's going on actually, you know what I mean? Like, maybe that's the best route, because like, you know what I mean? How many times you heard like, oh, that beat, I made it in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That was nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I just handled it. You know what I'm saying? And you might get lucky in it. For some people, it does get lucky. But for the guys that stay in the game, it's not that lottery sort of faction. The Alchemist hasn't made a career off winning the lottery.
Yeah.
It's all sustainable sort of things. You know what I mean? And it was a good interview. If I can't recommend it enough. It's Dillygotitbumpin with Beatstars and stuff like that.
With Abe Batchton.
And with Abe,
I'm sorry, I'm not gonna say your last name, Abe. Okay.
No worries.
That's my guy though, Abe. Shout out Abe.
I didn't even know Abe was an artist. You know what I mean? Did you know that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he's a rapper too. I didn't know
it before back in the day.
I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Shit. But yeah, he was an artist too, and he still is an artist, and he still like looks after that stuff. But yeah, man, don't base your career off a lottery. That was a big gem. I was like, damn, that's.
I'm telling you, I haven't heard it yet, but from what you're telling me, I literally have to go. I'm on my way home. I'm gonna listen to it. I'm gonna check it out, definitely.
I mean, for like what we do and all of our experience, it's one of the best interviews I heard in a long time, because apparently like Dillygotitbumpin posted all of his Beatstars numbers too to show how much he was making. He was doing crazy stuff, bro, and just showing people like what's possible, what's achievable and stuff like that. He even talked on like YouTube and like losing numbers. He was like, dude, I was hitting like 10,000 plays like every 4 days, and then it just dropped. And he asked his friend like, what's going on? And his friend was like, well, you were in a different mindset back in the day, you know what I mean? Like in 2020 to 2021, like you really wanted it a lot more than you did now, and like that's like a reflection of the beats. So like, don't put out beats because you have to put out beats. Put out beats because you feel inspired and you feel like it's going to change somebody's life over it, type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that value was in it. And then like, as soon as he recognized that, like, he was like back on it again, you know what I mean? And it just took his homie to say like, hey bro, it ain't cutting the mustard type of shit. You know what I mean? Like fucking, cause you would tell me that shit. Like, hey bro, it just, whatever you're doing right now, it ain't adding up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this ain't it. You know what I mean? Like, but it takes like a friend to tell you that shit. You know? But yeah.
Well, that last one you put out with was it Foley?
Probably. Yeah.
That one was Timothy. So
Appreciate
you did good on that one. I'm not gonna tell you to private that one. I definitely do gotta tell you that. I love all like stuff like that where they start mentioning like little. I don't know. I like it a lot. I like seeing the interviews of like all these producers that are like the top ones. Like you see all the time. Like, oh, this dude's got millions of plays. Like, he's doing good, obviously. So like, why not take advice from someone at the top, right? Like, why not?
That, and this is like they're on the same format. They're doing the exact same thing you're doing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And it's just like you have a different perspective on things like that. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh, okay, like he did this, he did that, dude. It's one of the best I mean. It's obviously not one of the best interviews because it's like fucking
for producers.
For producers on Beatstars, selling beats on an e-commerce site. But it's one of the best interviews I heard in a very, very long time.
I haven't even
heard
it.
It was inspiring. Yeah, check it out, dude. Like I can't recommend it enough. There's so many gems and just not even gems. It was just so much experience and just learning for somebody who's like a top dog at Beatstars. You know what I mean? Like, Dillygotitbumpin, you know what I mean? Like is up there, and like even Abe was saying it, you know what I mean? Like, you guys are the reason why like Beatstars has taken off is Dillygotitbumpin and all these popular ass fucking producers, just these dudes made it, man. You know what I mean? And just like listening to somebody else's story where they're going over analytics for selling beats and marketing beats is like, it's so clutch, you know what I mean? Because like, the people we look up to probably wouldn't do that, you know what I mean? Yeah. But it was just dope to hear it from, even if he's in a different genre, like he's making like J. Cole shit. cool. You know, he making like a Jay-Z stuff, cool. But like what he's saying and stuff like that still holds relevancy in what we do. And I was like, damn, this shit's fire, bro. Yeah. So go check out that interview. That shit's fire. Speaking of private, you said private.
Oh, I did say that, huh?
Speaking of private, you know what I'm saying?
Say.
Can we go into the fucking behind the beat Jake Uno on, Private Valet, bro? Did you watch the video or no?
I haven't seen the full video.
Damn.
It just came out today, right?
Yesterday.
Oh fuck! I didn't even know. See, I don't know. I honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I have all my notifications on Instagram off, so I don't. I really go on. I go on there like maybe twice a day. So I only saw it today.
Oh, okay, bad.
Yeah. But
I'm subscribed to
Snare
Jordan
to his,
on YouTube.
Yeah.
He dropped it yesterday.
I think I might be too, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I seen the clip that he was like when he was like chopping up the sample or like playing the bass line.
Yeah.
That's what he posted. Yeah. But I haven't seen too much of it. But you can talk about it. Go ahead.
Oh, it was dope, man. I wonder where the lead came from. It was from the Chromos, you know, which is like a crazy ass synthesizer from like Russia and shit. Fire, dude. But if you haven't seen that, go check it out. He talks about using RX-8 and stuff like that, and taking the drums out and then adding stuff on top of it. It just fucking.
So he's giving like real ass sauce and shit. Huh?
No, it ain't even sauce because he didn't even. You know what I mean? Like, there's other ways of doing it, and he didn't talk about it. You know, like. But it was good.
I'm not even talking about it.
Oh, good. Don't talk about it. I know you're gonna talk about it. Don't.
Maybe
talk
you
about
do.
It.
Maybe I don't know.
I know.
We'll see after.
Come on, man. What else we got?
No, what's up with the behind the beat? So how did it start off? Like, what was happening?
It started off.
I didn't see it. You know,
it pretty much started off as a full sample with this whole composition, and then he took it down on RX-8, took the drums out, took the vocals out, had all the music, and then added back to it. You know what I mean? And just kind of make the beat for what it was. He used a Beat Butcher drum kit on it, and I think that's it. And he just went crazy. He spazzed on it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna check it out anyways.
Yeah, check it out. It's pretty good. If you're a fan of Snare Jordan or Jake Uno and stuff like that, it was a good one for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out for sure.
Yeah, man.
I thought that came out like barely today because I just saw that. I don't know. That's why like Instagram sucks.
Well, you
don't really see everything.
No. They promoted it today, but it came out yesterday.
Oh, it came out on YouTube yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Yeah. I was like, I just seen it today.
It hit my notifications yesterday, you know what I mean? But it came out other, you know what I mean?
Also, if no one's notice we got a new backdrop.
Oh yeah, we made it all the way to the end.
Yeah, to the end to
we
talk
got the green, you know what I'm saying? Tell us how it looks, you know what I'm saying? We fuck with it. We're about to buy a couple more of the curtains, and then we're about to get our chairs. But now we know what the green looks like. We feel like black chairs would probably be the best.
Yep.
Yeah. But I think it looks sick. I think it looks
good.
Yeah, I think it looks fire. We waited till all the way to the end to talk about it. But if you're still here, you know what I'm saying, tap in. You know what I mean? I want to talk about this too. Chap D posted and shit about adding like your BMI and publishing number. Yeah. I think it's a good thing. I'm about to add it to my website. He was pretty much saying like if you're a producer.
Oh my bad.
Go ahead.
Beatstars has that.
What is it?
Beatstars has like you can put all your publishing on that and all that.
Oh yeah,
it's like built into it.
Well, yeah, I have that, but these guys are a little idiotic.
I haven't done it.
Well, they don't read their like license agreement because there's like a bunch of jargon and a bunch of words.
Yeah.
When he said that, I'm like, okay, it needs to be cut and bland. You know what I mean? Like straightforward. It needs to be name, BMI number, right then and there, tried and true. Like, you know how your email is?
Yeah.
Like, that's what it needs to be on the website.
Yeah.
It needs to be a forefront type of thing, yeah.
Well, where can you put it at? Like your bio?
I mean, you could put it in the bio. You can put it at about, either or.
Like your description for the beat?
Well, you know how you can make a tab in Beatstars, like the pro page? Maybe it can be publishing
like about
info.
Your about.
Yeah, about you can type the name in publishing info, your name, your publisher, your DistroKid, your email
writer
address,
name,
all that stuff.
Name,
exactly. Yeah, I think if it's like just a tab at the top, it'll be a lot easier and stuff.
Oh, that's pretty smart, actually.
Yeah, he talked about that, and I was like, oh, you know what? That's a good point. You know, I'm gonna take any advice I get from any rapper, and especially if it's from him, like I'm gonna take. All right, well, if that's what you're missing, I'm gonna add.
I have another question actually that has to do, with like Beatstars, right? Yeah. And I want to know too if maybe this has been out. I don't know if it's out there. Maybe A will talk about it. Ask the next guy, or maybe Dillygotitbumpin answered it, but I think about it sometimes too, and I know you do it, but I don't do it, but I know you do. So my question is, because we both pay for the pro page, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, do you put the link to the pro page or do you put the link directly to Beatstars?
In fact, they talked about it. Yeah, they
okay.
Abe actually talked about that.
Okay.
And he was saying,
hey, Abe, that's why I fuck with you, dog.
Shout out to Abe.
Yeah.
They actually talked about that. And Abe was saying that, in fact, Beatstars and them, they put so much emphasis not on the pro page to bring it back to the marketplace. Like, they actually invest so much money to sell it on the part. So if you upload, you know, the hashtags and all that stuff, and you think it's not doing anything,
right?
They're actually submitting that. So when you get like that sale from like the marketplace and stuff like that, they're actually pushing that stuff. And he's like, I take pride in actually pushing that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like the pro page stuff, like I get it, because most producers, they're going to link their pro page, but like,
yeah, see, I don't.
You link the marketplace?
I link where the beats. I don't know. Wait, what's the difference actually? I'm thinking about the.
Well, there's 4 links. There's a short link, a long link, and then there's pro page and marketplace.
I don't know. See, I'm okay. This is. Let me explain how. And the pro page is like your personal one, where like you got a picture of yourself and all that shit, right? Yeah. All that, and it's all your shit. I don't link that one. But he's saying that's the one you should link?
No. He's saying that's what everybody links. Like, why wouldn't you?
Oh, see, I don't do that. I do the
marketplace.
I don't know. I think so. I don't know, because this is what I do. I go. This is what happens, right? When I put my upload purchase your beat here on YouTube, right? On YouTube, I'm on YouTube, right? Uploaded the video. On the description, I have purchase your beat here, and then the link I put in there is okay. So I go on Beatstars, I upload a beat, and then I click on the beat, and then I click on the actual beat that's playing, and then I hit the link on top. Is that that's the marketplace?
Yeah, that's the marketplace.
Okay, well I linked that.
What Abe was saying is like they try to drive the marketplace just as much as you're pushing your own page, because all the producers, just like me and like everybody else, we push our pro page to get it on the pro page. But you know, like when you see your sales and it'd be like marketplace.
Yeah, mine always says marketplace. It's I have gotten pro page, but it's very different.
Beatstars is actually pushing that marketplace more than you know. You know what I'm saying? And they take pride in it. Like Abe's like, you know, if it's on the marketplace, we're trying to make that shit fucking
Hey, well,
happy,
Abe, I appreciate it, dog, because that's where all my sales been coming from. I don't really get it from the pro page.
Get it how you fit.
Yeah.
But he talked about that too. I forgot about the dude. Is such a dope interview.
Yeah,
if you do this shit, like it's such a good interview.
Yeah, see, that's what I like. That's the questions I like. You know, I gotta check this out. Hey, Abe, hit us up. We'll get on there.
Come on, Abe.
Hey, but yeah, because this is what I always think of too, right? Okay, damn. This is good, dog. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a good dude.
This is good. Okay, so this is another thing I battle, or not battle with, but just think about, right? Yeah. When I'm uploading beats, right? Because I have almost 1,000 beats on Beatstars, so you know I've been around.
Whoa,
I've been around.
You got that one?
No, I'm close. I'm at 879 or 881.
Oh, okay.
I'm close. I'm hitting it this year, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. So I've been around the block on Beatstars. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha,
you know?
Nothing new.
I'm a veteran for sure when it comes to Beatstars. For uploading shit. But this is what I think about, right? This is why I think people upload to pro page or link the pro page on their YouTube. You upload the pro page because it's like a market where it's all your stuff, and you don't have any other recommended. Like when you hit next on the marketplace, it takes you to another random person. That's still Larry June type beat, for example. But if I go to the pro page and the person hits next, it's my next beat. It's what you know what I'm saying? It like in my head, it's like psychological, like it's like some branding, some you know, it's just like a there's a better word for it, but I'm so bad at this. But like if they're already on your page and they're listening to beats, they're not gonna leave your page because they're stuck on it because of the pro page. It's all your beats.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? They hit next, and the next beat's gonna be yours. If they're on the marketplace and they're listening to your beat and they hit next, it's not gonna be your beat always every single time. It might be like who on the track. It might be yours. It might, you know what I'm saying? So I might lose customers actually because they're skipping to the next person's beat, if that makes any sense.
Why, in fact?
So maybe I'm answering my own question by saying, why do I want someone to leave my page and just upload and link the pro page? But this one thing I will say too. I like to pre-upload. I like to schedule my beats out, right? I can't get the link from the pro page if it's not out yet. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Because I don't upload. right when I hit upload on Beatstars, I schedule my upload on Beatstars too to come out on the same day that the YouTube video is coming out.
Oh,
that's what I do. I don't upload directly to like straight up. I'm gonna hit upload and that's it. Cause I want mine. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm weird and I just do it like that. But I schedule my Beatstars every single day at 6 a.m. regardless of what time the beat comes out on YouTube. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think about it sometimes. Like, should I link the pro page to keep them there? Like, that's a good question. Like, I don't know if it really matters. I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you my approach to it. My approach to linking my pro page is just like, I feel like I've designed and put enough content in my pro page that nobody would want to leave it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get there and you're instantly transformed, or not? Is it transformed? You're instantly what is the word?
Transformed. It might be transformed. I don't know what you're trying to say.
You're instantly transported
okay.
to Riverside, California.
Like
when you get to my pro page, bro, you're from the Riv, bro. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like I like that aspect of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do like it's like the personality factor. Like for example, mine literally has like fucking Trunx going Super Saiyan when you load it in, and it's like okay, when you know it's my beats and you have all my stuff. I've taken like 2 hours to make my little. I know. I've done the same thing.
And I think that's important. And like, I get it 100% too. But like what Abe's saying is like they drive in the marketplace and they take pride in it. But from my experience, it's like, bro, come my pro page and like you're going to see how I'm living. You're going to understand my story. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like everybody's pro page and we're saying pro page. Everybody's website is like a transformation of their entire story. Like, come shop over here. Like, this is what I'm about. This is where I came from. You know what I mean? Like, this is what it is. But yeah, Abe was like, bro, Abe was taking pride in that shit. He's like, bro, every time you see that marketplace, that's from us. You know what I'm saying? And they trying to push that shit. And even when when he's talking, like, because Dillygotitbumpin was talking about like the advertisement, it's like all like it seems like bots and shit like that,
right?
And he was like, no, it's not like that at all. It's actually getting better and stuff. And like those marketplace ones, those are coming from us pushing the beats and pushing the sound. So if you type in, because like for the long time, like why they make me put hashtags for these stuff, but like they do happen. So like when you go on Beatstars and you look for it, if it's popping, it's gonna be the first one.
Oh, it forces you to put 3 tags on. Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, I like that. That's okay. Yeah. Here's another reason why I said this before too a while ago, but this is why I name all my beats. Like every time I export a beat, I put 2 artists on that I hear on it.
Yeah.
Like when I export it. No. Like when I export it from FL Studio, I won't name it like fucking Green Tea. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna name it Larry June Cardo Green Tea. That's what I'm gonna name it. Sure, so that way when I go on Beatstars, I'm like, what kind of beat is this? I don't have to worry about it. I just already got it in the title. I got Larry June, boom, Larry June type beat, and then boom, Cardo, and that's how I name all my stuff like that.
Yeah.
So because on Beatstars you have to upload 3 hashtags, no matter like they won't let you.
No.
Because Abe's taking pride in it. You know what I'm saying? So that's dope. I don't know. I fuck with Beatstars heavy.
I'm telling you, bro. Leaving that, or not even leaving, but like after listening to that shit, I was like, dude. I felt more inspired to make beats and like upload stuff more than ever. I was like, man, this shit is cold, bro. And like, dude was making like, 7 figures off that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, like, dude, you can make 7.
I love hearing that.
Yeah. That's what that was like his whole thing. He's like, bro, I just want to hear people making 7 figures off of beats. He was like, I only posted numbers so people could understand like what's possible. And it's like, damn, dude.
Yeah. So, I remember seeing Othello post, and I think he posted like his screenshot of his sales from 1 year. I think it was last year, and it was like 300-something-thousand. I was like, God bless America if I can make that.
Very possible.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And it's possible for all of us.
It is possible. It is. Yeah.
And I think that's why the interview is important. So go check that out. It's on Pay the Creator podcast. Yeah. Shout out to Abe. Shout out to Dillygotitbumpin. But yeah, they talk about it in depth, and it's one of the best. I can't even explain how much of a good interview it is. Yeah. I mean, if you're not making beats, it's probably like a dumbass interview, or if you're a rapper, it's probably a dumb interview. But for the producers who are selling beats online, Airbit or Beatstars and shit, it's probably the number one I've ever seen. Yeah, the best one. Yeah.
Damn.
I'm
inspired now, man.
Come on, man. Hey, bro, we got 2 minutes.
Oh shit! Real quick, head to toe. Here we go.
Come on, man.
On the top, I got the Pirates. Just kidding. The Pomona Pirates, baby. Come on, man.
Come on, baby.
Hey, no one knew I played when I was in Little League baseball. My first team ever was baseball. Was the Pirates, and then I went to the Dodgers later. But I got traded and shit. And I got the Huff jacket on. Numbers. It's got the purple waffle interior. Even on the
thermal.
Hood,
yeah, that shit
even
clean.
on the hood. Well, it's like waffle material. Yeah, but it's thermal. Yeah. And then I got the white extra large tall Pro Club. And then I got my Suicide Boys G59 purse first ass last pants. And then I got the Air Max 1s right here. Boom.
Yeah, dig.
I know I'm wearing black socks. I'm sorry, but yeah, go ahead.
You're not supposed to wear black socks with those?
No, not with white shoes.
The fuck?
Yeah.
All right, man. We got the fucking Dodgers hat, the blue joint, something like that. Pro Club, XL, regular shit. You know what I'm saying? We got the Carhartt. You know what I mean? No big deal. The Gore-Tex. We got the brown Dickies, and then we got the stray joints with the black socks. No big deal. Come on, man.
Hey, you about to get them Tyshawn's?
Nah.
I think this is clean, though.
They were clean. I think they look better on you. There's some things I can't pull off, you know what I mean? Like, it's just not for me.
Yeah, but am I a poser for buying them?
Nah, what the fuck?
Because I don't skate.
Oh, my God. Don't be one of those people.
No, well, I'm wearing Huff, and I don't skate either. But I'm saying, I'm just a fan of it. You know what I'm saying?
You wear a baseball.
But it's different because it's like, it's Tyshawn's. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just found out who Tyshawn was this year, or last year.
That shit don't matter. What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, I hate that shit. I can't wear a baseball hat because I don't watch baseball or what?
Nah, I get it.
No.
Hey, man, we've been 2 P's on the pod.
Episode 30.
Episode 30. Subscribe. Like. Comment. This is a really good episode, I feel like.
Yeah, me too. Fuck with it, bro.
I really fuck with it.
Yeah.
Let us know, like, any other topics you want to talk about later in the future. There's been 2 P's on the pod. I got to go fucking potty, so I'm about to go head out.